Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Fun with Fractions. Quotients. I don't know what I'm talking. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about how to represent a quotient three different ways, beginning with the algorithm. First, we're going to say, how many times will 7 go into 5? Well, 7 will not go into 5, so we move one step over and we say, how many times will 7 go into 56? Well, we know that 7 times 8 is 56, so let's do that multiplication. 8 times 7 is 56. And then we simply subtract 56 from itself to get 0. But look, there's a number to the right. We can pull that number down and we end up with a 9. And then we ask ourselves, how many times will 7 go into 9? Well, if you said 1, you are correct, because 1 times 7 is 7, and 7 from 9 is 2. And there's still a number to the right, so we can go ahead and pull that number down, and we end up with 27. How many times will 7 go into 27 without going over? And we know that it's going to be 3. 3 times 7 is 21, and so now we're simply going to do 21 from 27, which gives us a remainder of 6. Now, of course, that is the first way that we can write this. We can write that the answer is, in fact, 813, remainder 6. But also remember, we can actually write this as a fraction answer by simply taking the 6 and putting it over 7. So let's go ahead and do that. So another answer would be 813, and then we put the remainder up top, which is 6, and the denominator is simply going to be the divisor, which is 7. So it's 813 and 6/7. Now, what would happen if we continued on and we wanted to find out what the decimal answer is? Well, let's go ahead and do that together. So let's get rid of the remainder, and let's just keep going. So we've brought down we've subtracted 21 from 27, and now we have 6. And what we can do is we can put a decimal there, and that allows us to bring down another 0, which now gives us 60. How many times will 7 go into 60 without going over? Well, once again, we know that 7 times 8 is 56. And now we can subtract 56 from 60, and that gives us 4, and we can bring down a 0. And now we ask ourselves, how many times will 7 go into 40? Well, we know that 7 times 5 is 35. That's about as far as we'll be able to go with that. And so now we can do 35 from 40, which gives us 5 left over, but we can bring down another 0, giving us 50. And how many times will 7 go into 50? Well, we know that 7 times 7 is 49, so let's put that up there. And then if we subtract it, we have 1 left over. Now, this is usually where I like to stop it, because I've gone from the tenths to the hundredths to the thousandths place, and that's plenty good. This is why I like the fraction version of the answer, just because this decimal tends to go on for quite a while, whereas I can fully represent the value of this decimal by simply using the fraction above. But there you have it, my friends. That's 3 different ways to represent a quotient with a remainder, and I do hope that was helpful to you. Y'all have a good one. Bye.